You know, I also live in a really cool place. I live in an avocado plantation in San Diego, and there's a studio there, and I try to take advantage as much as I can. But it's great also to write on the road. My last album I wrote in London. That was my whole inspiration. Like, there's a graveyard next door. I went and juggled at the graveyard and wrote.
Great. Yeah, and you notice like no one in this world ever gets sick of love songs. Like love songs can keep churning out. Why do you think that is?
Don't try to recreate the wheel. Just try to make a sick wheel. Try to make a really cool wheel. Yeah. That's it. That's all you're trying to put, like nice polish on the wheel. The love songs are like I have one on my last album, and I'm not normally a love song type of dude.
Yeah.
But I love to write them, especially when you can sing along to them. I love writing sing-alongs. But this last song I wrote is called When I'm Loving You. Just that's it. I've always loved you since the first time I met you. Just the first lines, because it's that easy. You don't have to, you know, guys tell me, I work on my words for 4 months, and I look and think and feel, and I don't know, you know, maybe that works for somebody else, but you just...
And what sort of music do you listen to? Do you try and...
I'm really into music out of Zimbabwe.
Okay.
I don't know any music out of Zimbabwe.
Okay. You never know.
I do like a lot of... That's true, that's true. I like a lot of music out of Mali. I like Indian music. I also, I'm 70s soul though, 60s, more 60s soul.
Yeah.
Man, I've been going through a phase. I mean, like Al Green changed my life recently.
Okay, yeah.
Love Michael Franks, who's another like smooth sailor through the 70s, and but then you know, so the soul music is like the root of a lot of stuff, especially in modern music.
Yeah.
So a lot of it derives from soul music, and then you go to hip hop, which I love too, and I listen to a lot of hip hop. A lot of the sampling, a lot of these guys like Questlove, who plays drums for The Roots, produce Al Green's latest album, like it all connects. And then I love La Boheme, the opera, I love it. I was in it when I was 12.
Okay, yeah.
So that's all, music is just wonderful. And I love getting turned on to stuff. Like I went to a Circle Jerks concert not too long ago, and I didn't know the songs, and I was like, get me out of the mosh pit, but you know?
Yeah. That's great, And so when you listen to music, do you find that you listen to music in certain ways? Do you listen to lyrics, or do you just listen to melody, or do you take it as a whole?
Sometimes. It's hard to take something as a whole your first round through.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's this little like guitar riff or this little piano thing that you're like, oh. Or like sometimes I'll be in the middle of a conversation with somebody and stop and go listen. And someone will go, ba-da-da-ba. Yeah, that was it. That was the jam. That was it. That was the whole song. It was right there. But then sometimes, what is it? The Moldy Peaches have a song, the one from Juno. It goes, I'll kiss you on the brain in the shadow of a train.
Yeah.
I can get that tattooed on my face.
Yeah.
I'll kiss you on the brain in the shadow of a train. Come on. That paints the picture.
Yeah.
So, paints the song. So, I listen to all that stuff. Especially it's like trying to be... and stuff like that makes you realize you don't have to put all complicated stuff in there. Let people relate. You want to put words like, disestablishmentarianism in your song. Just to be like, what? But it's better if you just said love or bird or whatever, and just kept it cool, and people could relate, and then they want to sing along. The less complicated you make it, that's tricks and all that stuff comes, and people love all that stuff, but that. Make a cool wheel.
Yeah.
Just make a cool wheel.
So you seem, you're into sort of a lot of freestyling and improv and that sort of stuff. So with jazz, do you listen to a lot of jazz music and improv jazz? Is that sort of?
Yeah, I do. I do like a lot of jazz. I was kind of a late bloomer with jazz, but I like, Herbie Hancock's got some great jazz albums, and it's funny. I had this guy that was telling me the other day, he's like, I just don't like jazz. He goes, give me some Herbie Hancock. And I was like, okay, listen to this jazz Herbie Hancock album. I also like, what's that guy I really like? Clarence, can't think. There's a ton of stuff. I like stuff from like Art Blakey, and then I used to like all the old drummers and stuff. But Roy Hargrove Jr. is a great example of the kind of jazz I like to get into. Stuff that's got like, it's real jazzy, but it also has like sick pocket and like real funky kind of stuff in it.
Okay.
But sometimes throwing on the cheesiest smooth jazz album you could ever hear. Well, that's where you're gonna hear like your best playing, anyways, and like the cheesiest elevator smooth jazz.
Yeah.
But you throw some of that stuff on, and it's almost laughable how good these guys are. Cause
Yeah.
I laugh when things are like overly amazing. It makes me laugh.
Okay.
Because that's what it does, and stuff all over the place, Music.
A random question: have you ever tap danced?
Oh yeah. I could
Okay.
do time. I got my single, double, and triple time step.
Nice.
Flat ball change, shuffle ball change. Yeah, I did a
Yeah.
lot of. I always wanted to be. One time I took a tap class and I thought I was going to get it from Glover, Savion Glover.
Oh yeah.
And it happened turned out to be his aunt,
Oh,
which
okay.
was this like very plump, jolly lady. Goes, "Oh, Savion Glover's aunt," and I'm like,
Yeah.
But I mean, I probably wouldn't in any shape to take from. I needed to take from Savion Glover's
Yeah.
aunt. Just kind of walking around full lap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like to tap though. I used to make up a lot of tap, just trying to
Okay.
shoot it.
Do you know Jason Samuel Smith? Do you know him? Ah, okay. He's Savion Glover's protege.
Oh, I haven't got him. I might have actually
Yeah.
maybe seen him along the way.
Yeah,
'cause
we always bring him down for the tap festival.
Oh
in
really?
Melbourne, yeah.
It's awesome. Those
Yeah.
guys are make hoofing. I love the bring the funk, bring the noise.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, back to the music. With your music, do you have an ultimate goal where you want to take your music, or you're just sort of happy just creating?
Take it home.
Take it home.
I do want to take it home. Just want to take it around the world.
Yeah. And how do you want the audience to receive your music? Do they?
With a big smile. With a big smile and an open heart and a big hug. Like, it's all good. Like, if I never get a chance to come back to Australia again, I would be bummed, but I would be happy because I made it here. I sang songs, people was receptive. I'm sitting here with you because of I sang my music and was supported by my community, which then attracted you to want to talk to me. So to me, it's working on whatever level. Like, I might not come here and sell 10,000 albums, but I will have seen, I may have touched 10 people, but that's enough to come back. And I can feel like if I could do it here, I could do it in America, I could do it in other places, like I go to London, Europe, around Europe a bit.
Okay.
I feel like, and regularly going. I'm going back to Europe for the 6th time now. There's like a group in Amsterdam, there's a group all over.
When are you doing that?
I'll be going back in a few months.
Because I'm going over in a few
Oh, when are you going to be there?
Yeah, I'm going to be around Europe. I'm actually, Jason seems to be playing everywhere that I'm going.
Awesome.
Totally coincidentally, but yeah, if you're around playing.
And I tag up with him like I'm doing here sometimes. And just, just follow the, or like I have an email list, or just stay in contact with me. I'd love to see the interview or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think, I like to manifest things for myself. Like I manifested Australia. Last year I said, I'm going to Australia. I don't know how I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
And it was funded by fans, how I got here. I did a house show, and 10 fans got together, and they paid for my ticket to get here. And then I had another guy come out of the community that says, I'm a booker, and years ago he told me, if you ever get to Australia, I'll take care of you, and he did. And then people from Jason's booking from Australia, they'd step forward, and they said, well, we'll help you with some other stuff. Yeah. And it's been like a rad tour. I could have came here and just kind of slopped around, did a couple shows, did some open mics, spent a lot of money. And instead, I've had amazing experiences. We even did a benefit show. Jason and I, we raised $2,000 for a kids' music program, and just by doing an after show, and that meant so much to me to be able to do a one-on-one show in Sydney with Jason, like a midnight show, and it was, though he almost killed me because I put on one of those life vests. Were you at that show, man?
No, I wasn't there.
Did you hear about that show?
Yeah.
I put on a life vest and pulled the cord, and he stole it from the airplane. Sorry, United Airlines or whoever, but there's one seat B3 and flight 227 missing a life vest.